Yep, Timberwolves, Warriors. Great second half out of Minnesota. They get the 3-1 lead in this series. Ant, 30 points, 6 of 11 from 3, 5 assists. Julius Randle with 31. Jonathan Kuminga continues to just give. He's giving us life. 23 points off the bench. Jimmy Butler, though, 14, 6, and 3. The Wolves did shoot 47% from 3. So every night there's a story of threes, good and bad, across the league. But they're a win away from another Western Conference finals. And Anthony Edwards in the third quarter was a revelation. He had 16 points. The Warriors had 17 as a team in the same quarter. We know we love him, Chandler. We do. Do we talk about him like we talk about some of the other greats? Are we getting there?
Anthony Edwards?
Like the SGAs of the world.
Yeah, we do. We're thinking about it. We're trying to force the face of the franchise, the face of the league down his throat. He doesn't even want it. Like we put this guy in the category where he belongs. And again, the more he wins like this, we're talking back-to-back conference finals, the more he wins at such a high level and has games like he does last night and continues, his charismatic, swag on the court. He's going to continue to be talked like that. He's an absolute star, and he is the heartbeat of this team, and he is so, so talented offensively. He's a two-way player. He's one of the better defensive guards in the league. He's versatile, and when you're talking about this team in the series right now, Julius Randle too. This guy's been dragged through the mud all season long. The trade didn't work out. They're better with Towns. He has been unbelievable. And last night when he's making shots, he's playing at his own pace again. He's 4 for 8, shooting 50% from 3. That's when his game even expands and opens up more. They're just such a good collective, like full team. They don't really have holes. They can go big. They can go small. Jaden McDaniels is one of my favorite, most underrated players in the NBA. Just everything he provides on the defensive end. Guys like Alexander Walker, they are just so good, so deep. They can plug and play. They can go with so many different lineups, but it all starts and ends with Anthony Edwards. In that third quarter last night, he was special. That move at the end of the half was insane, where he basically just ripped him right back and started barking at the bench again. It's fun to watch. He's got to be the most fun player to watch in the entire NBA. And they're going to the Western Conference Finals, and they're going to have something to prove against a really good team, whether that's Denver or Oklahoma City.
I feel like one of these 3-1's not going to go our way, how we keep just saying everybody is moving on.
I like this. Okay, that's good.
One of these might not go our way, but it won't be this. Unfortunately, it just, listen, they're a different basketball team without Steph Curry on the floor. You can see it. They're doing everything that they can in their power to compete with this Minnesota team. They just don't have enough. Like it's not for lack of effort. It's not for lack of anything. They're just outmanned. I think Minnesota is playing at a high level right now. Julius Randle is giving them everything that they deserve. Like this trade is starting to look like it worked out for Cat as well as it did for Julius. Early on in the season, in the regular season, we were making the argument that it was only working the Knicks' way. Now they're both in a position to move on to the next round in the next 48 hours, respectively. So it worked out for both parts. I love the way that Julius Randle, he's playing on balance. He's taking the shots that's given to him. He's not forcing anything. He's not forcing up shots. He's taking everything that Golden State is giving to him in their scouting report. He's making them pay. Big game last night, 4 from 8 from 3. Early on in that game, dude couldn't miss. He couldn't miss. He got him started. He got it going, and Anthony Edwards closed the show. That's what you need in your 1-2 tandem. Like, I think he's one of the better 1A, 1B guys that you're seeing still in these playoffs. As we continue to move on. If he continues to play like this, he's going to put real pressure on OKC, Denver, whoever is going to come out on that other side and put Minnesota in a great position. We know what Anthony Edwards is going to bring to the table, but for you to make a deep, respectable playoff run like they're doing right now, you got to have other guys on deck to do it. And Julius Randle has been the other guy that they need to do it. And he's been the best in the West and in the East as far as role play, as far as a guy that knows his role, that's going to be that number 2 option.
And that 31 is a playoff high for him. So it's kind of nice that that's happening on the same night where the Knicks are doing things. It's like a Hollywood ending.
By the way, the only reason I think we're saying this 3-1 stuff is because Steph, Donovan Mitchell, now Jason Tatum are all out.
It's pretty bad.
Those guys fully loaded. I don't think we're this loose with our lips right now, being up 3-1.
But there's still something about Lou. Like statistically, perhaps one of these gimmies is destined for a fail.
All of them done.
I think everybody's done, and Chandler makes a great point. Usually, you're looking at teams that are still fully loaded; they got their whole rosters, and you think they're going to make a run. This is not the scenario. All of these teams are banged up. And we've always made the case. If you go into the playoffs a little nicked up and banged up, you're going to have a tougher road than everybody else. And these are the teams that we're looking at. Not only are they banged up, but these are their absolute best players that are banged up. So these 3-1 they look pretty safe right now, for real.
Every team that's down 3-1, their best player is literally out. It's a wrap.
Yeah, you know what? That sucks. And I vote no for that next time. I don't like this. We're getting ripped off a little bit. But on the Warrior side, there is no Steph, which we thought would be okay. Draymond told us that Jimmy Butler was going to step up. He's going to carry the team. He had 14 last night. He took 9 shots. The only dude who took fewer shots was Jackson Davis, which is insane to me amongst the starters. Yeah, obviously Steve Kerr said he wasn't aggressive enough. I don't know how this happens, Chandler, because obviously playoff Jimmy is a name that's existed for a while. Where is he?
Yeah, it's just when your team needs you the most like this. And again, I think they live with him going 6 for 20 last night. Like, you know what I mean? Go down swinging. It kind of reminds you of the James Harden Clippers series. You can't only take 9 shots and 5 free throws. You're too good. You're too physical. At least get to the line 12 to 15 times. Slow the game down. Get easy free points with the time stopping, with no Steph Curry in there. Your offense is obviously already taking a big hit. We're going to play through you. We're going to let Draymond play point forward. We're going to let Kuminga finally do what he does and be aggressive. Buddy Hield's going to go flying off screens. But it all starts with Jimmy Butler. So the fact that he only took 9 shots is concerning. 3-1 is so different than 2-2. And this was his opportunity to kind of show, this is why you brought me here. I can still be that guy. I can close. I can lead us, or at least be aggressive. Like I said, no one in that locker room would have any problem if we woke up today and Jimmy Butler was 7 of 22. You know what? At least their best player on the floor last night was aggressive and put them in a position and tried everything he could. Now it's like there's all this question. Why you're only taking 9 shots? Why are you not being aggressive? You need to set the tone early. So to me, that doesn't sit well with me. I would have been fully okay with the other way, almost him being more selfish, I think makes them a better team. With Steph Curry out, he has to be selfish, and he wasn't last night.
Real quick, because I love the kid. Jonathan Kuminga didn't play in the Houston series, has 53 points in his last 2 games now. I don't know. Like Steve Kerr, usually I don't question Steve Kerr. This is a weird one, Chandler, because it looks like he might have been helpful all season.
Listen, I'm no dummy. I know that he doesn't play well with certain players. I know he might not remember plays. I know he might not have the best feel for the game. But that being said, he is so talented. He is exactly what they need right now without Steph out. He's a freak athletically. And again, I think the Jimmy trade obviously hurt his availability, just kind of doing similar things that Jimmy and Draymond do. But this kid's a stud. And listen, I don't know if he's a number 1 option yet, number 2 option on a championship team, but he deserves to get paid. And I do think a team's going to go out there and force, Golden State's hand to not match this summer when he goes and gets 20, 25 a year. And I think he deserves that. He averaged 15 points a game this year, is their 3rd leading scorer. Then you just go to the straight doghouse to not play on fit. Sure. But this kid is talent, and his talent is kind of shining through all the other stuff in this series. And I think teams now are starting to realize that this kid is a future building block. And I think he's going to be still in great shape going into free agency this summer.
Oh, yeah. No, if anything, people are now very aware. Good for him. Yeah. All right, we're going to take a very, very quick break. On the other side, we do have a couple of games tonight we're going to take a look at when we return.